Hello, everyone. Yes, you are waiting. Okay. From 2 sharp, we will start.
3.
Okay. Sorry. From 3 sharp, we will start. Okay. And then some people might come later. And then already 5 or 6 people waiting in the YouTube. And then we will start 3 sharp. Okay. In any situation.
It doesn't come on there. Just didn't work out of nowhere. Nothing happened. So it's working for it.
Do you know the fuses are?
Oh, cool.
Diffuse parts.
Oh, yeah, that might be.
Might be. Okay. Some people, the ground floor,
Yeah.
they are having a hit.
Oh, no, just Magico. And
Magico and Noco. Okay. Mayuko.
Oh, Mayuko.
Mayuko and Noco. Okay. Yes.
So it's you. Yeah, but I can't remember.
Okay, now becoming the 3 sharp. Then we will start the reciting true words spoken by Buddha together. And then for the first comers, I will be like true words spoken by Buddha, UFO Okawa. Then from first line, there used to be the line in the great universe. You just start from first line together, outline together. Okay, so please test the words by words because it has a strong power to remove your dust inside. I mean, negative thought. Okay, so please feel the divine light. Okay, then let's start. The true words spoken by Buddha, UFO Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And the Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddhaland. Buddhaland is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom, the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat. So you need a boatman. If it is not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down the rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words. And the Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by. Yet still your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both the children of Buddha and the brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other. And it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching the rising sun. It sheds light to the future, to invite such people to Buddha-land. Now here I command. There shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world. Utopia shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas. Believe in that love has reality. Believe in that love has reality. Believe in that truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we bow to do so. Okay, thank you for coming today. And then, hello everyone, how are you doing? And through the YouTube, many people watching us. Okay, join today. Counting like more than, oh my goodness, 12 people already joined. Okay, thank you for joining us today. And then today, I'm talking about this book. We call it Kyoten. Kyoten is a holy book. Written by Master Hoka. We call it notebook. That is Kyoten. And also, today, since newcomer here, that's why I'd like to introduce Master Hoka. Maybe you already know the bar for newcomers. I'd like to introduce him. So, he is a founder of Happy Science. And in 1986, he founded this organization, Happy Science. And then, since then, 35 years, he started from scratch. And at that time, no one followed. But 1981, he realized he got a great enlightenment. That is called like a recognition of the another world. And also, he decided to explore the spiritual world more. And then he realized he has great mission as Buddha. That's why he started this activity from 1986. Then since then, this organization becomes greater and greater. Now we have already 160 countries and 11 million followers. And also, he published already almost 2,800 books so far, and got Guinness record, who published the books the most in this world and in the history. And then also he created many activities such as movie. He created 25 now and got many hours. For example, recent one that is Beautiful Law got many hours, 66 hours from 11 countries, and also Nice International Film Festival and other countries' film festival. Houston International Film Festival got the best hours. And in this country, even in this country, like a Rain Dance Film Festival award this movie. So like that. And then also not only movie, he established a school, like middle school, high school, and university. And then there are many young people who educated by him, his teachings. And also he created a movie, not only movie company, published company, and also entertainment company. And also he did like more than 3,500 lectures so far for more than 35 years, because he has been liberated by heaven. So no matter what he can talk about. If you see the list of the Kyoten books written by him, not only like spirituality, but also political, educational, and cultural, everything, the self-improvement, and also politics, and so on, and the spiritual messages. And then he is a genius, but also not only that, the Buddha himself. And then you may wondering what is a Buddha if you read the book, the True Words Spoken by Buddha. And then Buddha means like an Oriental context. Sometimes that is the different from the very like Western culture. And in the people who live in the Oriental culture, then we Oriental people thinks that every 2,000 or 3,000 years, the God or Buddha descend to this earth and then preach the law and telling people what God has been thinking. Like this. This is the meaning of Buddha. Okay, so then he admitted himself as Buddha, and also people admitted that he as Buddha. Okay, so then today I can show you what is El Cantare first, because if you read some books written by him, sometimes you can see that words that is Buddha, El Cantare. And for example, if you see this small book, Prayer to the Lord, yes, if you become member, you got this one and also this one, both. True Words Spoken by Buddha, Prayer to the Lord. And if you read the Prayer to the Lord, it goes, yeah, this is a prayer to Ultimate One. prayer to the Lord. Our Lord El Cantar. Like that. You are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. El Cantare means the supreme God. Okay, but we happy science don't insist we are only one or we are number one. Some narrow-minded the religious people insist that if you believe in only this God, you can go back to heaven. But happy science insists that we humankind worship same God in different ways. Then whatever you call God, Buddha, Allah, whatever, we worship same God in different ways. That's why Master Okawa and we happy science believe that we make religious people reconcile each other. Yes, our aim is not to destroy other religions or we happy science only exists in this world like that. We don't insist that. We'd like to make religious people reconcile each other through one sentence. We humankind worship the same existence, supreme God, in different ways. Whatever you call God, Buddha, Allah. So this is the aim he tried to establish. He established this organization. I mean, he want to become the bridge between religions. So this is our activities. Okay, you understand now. Then today we'd like to talk about this content. Of course, you haven't read it yet, but some people already. Okay? Talking about this book. So, I will show you the conclusion of this lecture first. Here it is, the first page, you can see. Okay? Beyond this world means to leave the value of this materialistic world and live with the value of heavenly world or God's wish. Whatever you call God's wish or Buddha's wish or Allah's wish. So, then question is, what is the difference between the value of this world and the heavenly world? What is the real meaning of middle way? How we can live with the value of heavenly world? These are questions. And then please remind those questions in your mind. Okay, so you can understand more what Master Okawa teaching us. So, okay, then let's see Master Okawa's lecture first. That will take the 5 minutes, the exact version. Okay, I will show you the 5 times. Different ones. The responsibility of showing people the truth.
Okay, today theme is Beyond This World. It's a new type of lecture. You should know about this content, but this is my first English lecture about the other world. Okay, this is about death and after death. Okay, it's very important for religion. No one can completely have denied the existence of the other world, another world. No one can succeed in this trial. And we, Happy Science and another religions, have been fighting against the people who didn't or who don't believe in God and who don't believe in the other world and who don't believe in Holy Spirit, of course, Buddha, and their own souls. So this might be a crucial point for religion. If we can succeed in persuading the existence of soul, we can get victory in these 2000 years struggle with materialist. So in any way, in any some point, you must try to persuade other people why there should be the another world, souls, Holy Spirit, and angels, God or Buddha. It's very difficult to explain in easy English or easy Japanese. Even in English spoken people, English spoken country, people seeking separated in nowadays. For example, they are accustomed to go to church every Sunday morning, but weekdays they work busily materialistic world. Even Christian doctors don't understand or believe in the existence of the soul. It's a reality of this world. They are studying only body and body structure, so they can not find soul or spirit or Geist. It's a German. Sorry. So we cannot show them the real world, but we must try harder and harder by our real words. Sometimes I used to say that fact is fact, truth is truth. I often say so, but it's true. As I published more than 400 books in Japan and in other world, I received many uh, a lot of revelations and words from the heavenly world every day, everywhere, every time. So I 100% believe in the existence of Holy Spirit or a higher spirit. So I know there are many grades of spirit.
Okay, thank you very much. If you see the subtitle of today's theme, that is Beyond This World, that is the title of this lecture. And then, why people need to believe in God, Buddha, and angels? I can answer for you, or Master Okawa answer for you. And as first step, he mentioned about the real world exists, and the souls exist. Why he mentioned about it? Here we go. Okay, you may wondering why, yes, here. If we can succeed in the forcing people to realize the existence of souls, we can get victory in the 2,000 years of struggle with materialist. Victory doesn't mean defeat them. Okay, victory means all people accept the fact the essence of humankind is the soul, which has the same power God has. No matter who you are, not only specific religious people. Okay, that is the point. All humankind, regardless the gender, nation, skin color, language, all people have soul and they connected to each other. And then everyone, no matter who belong to any religion, who have a divine nature within, that is connected to God. Because there are victory in this universe. That is the tree of universe. Have you ever heard about it? Yes. And then that has many branches. Yes. Then one of them is Christianity. One of them is Islam. One of them is the Japanese Shintoism or Buddhism or Confucianism, Judaism, like that. But one branch insists that only me can be branched, others should be cut off, like that. That's funny, right? Stupid. That's why we have to teach. Then, if we can accept the fact, essence of humankind is a soul, which has the same power God has. Because our power comes from, yes, God, pillar, or big trunk in this universe. I will show you one lecture and example. Oh, yeah.
Careful.
Okay, this is what you need to understand.
What are you?
Since ancient times, it has been said that there is a huge tree in the universe that could be called the cosmic tree. One tree, one enormous tree, that is the tree of life. They say this tree exists in the universe. If you take a look at this big tree from an even greater perspective, its branches extend well beyond this earth to all parts of the universe. But if you look at it from the viewpoint of Earth, it appears to be one big tree growing like a pillar among the spirit group we call Earth. The name of this huge tree of life is El Cantare. It is the origin of life on Earth. All spiritual energy flows from here. There are many large branches coming from this huge tree of life called El Cantare. These big branches are races, and these branches represent the various races of different countries. That branch divides again countries or groups of people that share a certain idea. Your own personality exists on the very end of the branch of this giant cosmic tree. But just before the point where your branch splits off, there are several other small branches growing. These are where the people that you call your soulmates exist. There are people who you are certainly and absolutely destined to meet at least once in your life. The life training that person offers is necessary for you. Some appear as kind supporters, while others teach you strictly or give you hardships. However, there are people that you absolutely must meet. In some ways, this is a workbook of problems in your life. That is why I preach to you about love. I tell you to love each other. And when I say that, I mean that you are not strangers to each other. Actually, we are all connected. Somewhere, at some point in time, your original life energy is connected, and many of you have met before in many different eras. When a new Dharma is taught, like it is now in this life, many of these people are reborn. During the period of Lamu, Thoth, Hermes, or Buddha, you all met before, and you are now meeting here with a different appearance or role, perhaps switching gender or swapping parent-child roles.
Thank you very much. Yes. Very shortly, I will show you the summary. There is a massive tree of life exists called El Cantare in the universe. That is El Cantare. You can heard about it like in the Old Testament, El or Elohim, right? And that is same as El Cantare. Okay, so we call it. That is the root of all life on Earth or universe, even the universe. You are the part of the cosmic tree. That is the truth we'd like to convey. And every single person is connected. Everybody's life energy connects to the same root of life. Soulmate. If you remember, look back your life, maybe you have a very deep connection with only 20 or 30 people, right? Not 100 or 300, okay? So, a hint to figure out the meaning of life. That's why we need to love each other. This is the meaning of life. Okay, so we came here to learn the meaning of love because God is love itself. God is love itself. That's why we'd like to become like God in certain way. This is the aim of our lives. So we are learning, we are training. We are trainees of God to learn that. Okay, so going back to the original story. Okay, show you this one. yes, there is massive tree, as I told you, and then many branches like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Shintoism, something like that. But every single branches should be independent but have a specific role in this universe. All right. So we need to admire each other. We need admit each other. We need respect each other, reconcile each other, instead try to cut off other branches. Okay. So going back to the original story. So in any way, from any standpoint, you must try to persuade other people about why there should be another world. Souls, Holy Spirits, angels, and God or Buddha, even Allah. We cannot show them the real world, but we must try harder and harder by our real worlds. What is the real world? Okay. If you train yourself every day and harder, so you can become transparent pipe of God. That means egoless. Okay. As long as you are controlled by your worldly desires or negative thoughts or emotion, you are slave. You understand what I mean? Slave of your body senses. That is a very normal people. I think over 90 people state of the slave of your body senses. But only who got spiritual training can be egoless. That doesn't mean kill your desire or emotion. Because emotion or desire also sometimes a good partner for you. Then what should I do? What should you do? Answer is, if you can control your desire very well, those desires or emotion becomes like a pet, like dog or cat. You can feel it, right? Imagine, suppose you have a dog and he's very friendly, but if you just give him like a food every day and don't say anything, what should happen? Yes, and then also he becomes like a lamb, like something bad. All right, that's why you need to feed him very well. That means you should not be slave of your dog. You should be an owner, right? Or good manager of your desire or emotion. That is the very good learning from Happy Science. How to be a great manager of your mind. Because all suffering setups comes from here. Okay. You may think the programs because of him, because of circumstances, because of government. Not at all. Problems come from mind. You cannot control. Because in the same situation, the fact is one. How to react to this situation is up to you. If there are 10,000 people, 10,000 reactions they will take. But you yourself choose only one or two of them out of 10,000 reactions. That is your choice. What you will react when you encounter this phenomenon. So this is a cause of trouble. That's why real words means after certain training, you can become rigorous. You can manage your emotion, desire very well and become transparent type of God through the spiritual training. Then, even you don't expect, but words come from heaven and talking to others without intention. Good words will be given to you. That will happen. That is the real meaning of medium. All right? So we cannot show them the real world, but we must try harder and harder by our real world. But be careful. Even if you got such kind of the state of mind, but if you cannot maintain the state of mind transparent, sooner you are affected by evil spirits. So that's why please be careful. If you become very sensitive to spirituality. All right, this is the first step to be an angel. How to show them the real world in this world. So, okay, going to the next step. Listen to the master's lecture, please. That will take like 10 minutes.
I experienced a lot of things in these 26 years. So this experience is very stable and cannot destroy. No one can deny and destroy and shake my confidence. So almost all of you cannot realize the existence of souls or another world, but you, all of you, maybe confident in the strong confidence of me. I repeatedly told you about another world and the existence of souls. So you already accept this fact. But why someone can easily understand this fact, and why another people cannot understand this simple truth? What's the difference between these two groups? What's the difference? I think the Merkmar, is it a German? The criteria to decide two people is one is the face, and the other one is the value which he or she believe in. The simple truth is how do you think about the world and the people around you? If you think that this world and these people around you are for you, or you exist for other people or the world around you. This is a checkpoint. This checkpoint usually is separate two groups of people. the first group, people who concentrate on themselves used to think about themselves only. But another group of people who think about other people and about the society or about your company or your country. People who have such a tendency can easily understand the meaning of love. Many times I taught you about love, and love is not love that takes, the love that gives. I told you, but it is easy thinking. Even a child can understand. Elementary school child can understand this truth, but grown-up baby, there are a lot of grown-up baby in this world. They cannot understand this easy, simple truth. They are going their own way and just thinking about themselves only, and always thinking about taking love from others, or another word, taking money from others, or taking services from others. They are thinking about taking everywhere, in every aspect of their lives. And these people shall go to the hell, I predict that. And another type of people, another group of people who are usually thinking about another people and love neighbors, the tendency to love neighbors. They are scheduled to go to the heaven. Very easy truth, I think. Even a 5-year-old child can understand my lecture. But people who graduated from famous universities cannot understand this simple teaching. Why? Because their heart, mind, up to or accustomed to think themselves, and they are self-concentrated people. In other words, there are self-concentrated people and God-concentrated people. You can understand what I say? People who think about themselves, himself or herself, or people who always think about God or Buddha or Holy Spirit. There are two groups, just two groups. Why? The first group of the people as binded people or as attached people, their value from the earth oriented. They are materialist naturally. They experienced only from this world and the existence of this world experience. They are educated as such an
Okay, thank you very much. A bit longer, but this is very important. Okay, that's titled the two groups of people in the world. Two groups. That's simply just two groups. And then this is talking about heaven and hell. So in happy science, we have been taught about heaven and hell, but please don't worry about it. Hell. Hell is not eternal punishment. Hell is just like a hospital. You can cure yourself. Okay, so sometimes we might have a way of thinking, but if you keep wrong way of thinking, because after this we become thought itself, that's why that will manifest as it is. But after this, like 200 years, 300 years, you will realize, oh my goodness, why I have been stayed in this hell for a long time. I might be wrong. At that time, yes, that's a very true story. Angels coming to you. Yes, now is a chance to fix your wrong way of thinking. As you see, there is angel, and also there is God. Okay, let me talk about that, like that, the starting. So that's why if you realize, oh, I am wrong now, my right arm, the broken, there you can cure by your doctor. I mean, angels. That will happen. That's why don't think the hell is eternal punishment by your wrong thought. And also another thing, talking about hell and heaven and hell. What is the distinction between heaven and hell? Only loving mind, as he said. Okay. If you lost the mind that love others, that means hell. Because if you imagine, suppose, when you lost a loving mind, what's happening in your mind? Suffering, setbacks, disasters, something like that in your mind. That is hell. Because after this, we become a thought itself. And also, heaven, when you are happy, if you have someone who you love, you are very happy, right? This is a heaven. Very, very easily you can understand. So that will manifest in another world. That's why we don't say, if you become a happy science member, you can go back to heaven like that. I cannot guarantee, because that's up to you how to train yourself. Happy science can provide you textbook how to train yourself, but that's up to you how to train yourself. This is a crucial point. Okay, as some religious people says, like if you believe in this guy, you can go back to heaven. Not at all. All right, don't think of that. All right, that's 100% of your self-responsibility. So this is a fact. Then the criteria that divide these people are one is faith and the other one is value which he or she believes in. The faith doesn't mean like a trade between the God and us. I already like a donation, did donation like the 1,000 pounds. He should guarantee me to go back to heaven. Like that is not the faith at all. The faith means accept the fact, whatever you call God, Buddha, Allah, He loves you very much, regardless of your religious identity, gender, nation. Okay, if you accept that God loves you, you can understand everything. Why I have many the problems? Those are homeworks from God, like that. You can understand everything. So that's why faith is very important. And also the value which he or she believes in. That is a criteria, motivate you, right? That's why this is also very important. Then, simple truth is, what do you think about the world and the people around you? Ask yourself, what do you think about the world and the people around you? Very simply, two groups. That is, if you think that world and the people around you exist for you, exist for me. Yes, that is hellish mindset because you always think of survival only. How to get food, how to get money, title, something like that. So that is a hellish mind. You cannot get a very peace of mind through this way of thinking. And the second point, you exist for other people or the world around you. Because you always love someone. You always love someone. That is a peace of mind. That is a loving mind can lead you to happiness. And motivation for people who are in the group. First group should be the world desire, emotion, and just reaction. Then these people cannot understand the meaning of love. Of course, they are thinking of surviving only, like animal, cats or dogs. And motivation for people who belong to the group too should be love or mind of contribution. Yes, they are thinking of that. Reason why you become very miserable or depression, because there is no place where you can live in. That is the real meaning of miserable. If you have been expected to do something in this world, you can have a place, but otherwise you can lose a place. Means you cannot have anyone. You cannot have anyone who loves you and who you love. Love is very important. So, and then these people can easily understand the meaning of love because he always think of others. And let's reflect on the motivation you have had honestly. What motivated you to do, say, act today or this one? Since we have no time today to practice this one, okay, we will skip it. But after going back to your home, please reflect on that. What is your motivation to do something, to say something, to act something? Yes, what motivates you? If you try to take something, that is not a good motivation. But if you purely want to contribute to others, that is a great motivation. Those people can become greater people. Okay, so, and also another one about love. two groups of people in the world. People who are in the group 1 are thinking about taking every day from everywhere and every aspect of their lives. These people shall go to hell. I predict so. Okay, be careful. Master Okawa doesn't have any intention to threaten you. Okay, but caution. And also, hell is not eternal world. Okay, even if you realize that, you just reflect on it and then try to change your mindset. People in the hell always try to change others because of him, because of government, because of the situation, something like that. Stop it.
Yeah.
Completely stop it. Reflect on what kind of reaction you have taken so far today. That is a great opportunity for you to change your mindset. And then people who belong to the group 2, who are usually thinking about other people, who have the tendency to love their neighbors or scheduled to go to heaven because they have loving mindset. Very simple. Okay. No matter what you belong to, like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, if you have this kind of mindset, you can go back to heaven. Okay, what I'm telling you is a disadvantage for happy science, but this is the truth. That's why I share with you. So let's contemplate on the reason why. Because they have loving mindset. Okay, loving mindset can lead you real happiness. There are self-centered people and God-centered people. These are same. Self-centered people thinks only surviving. And the God-centered people, they always look for answers. What should I do for the people? With asking, like, what God wishes me to do? Because they recognize they are very small one in front of God. And then they try to answer the expectation from God. So people who think about themselves, himself, herself, or people who always think about God, Buddha, or Holy Spirit, there are two groups. Okay, please understand. This is the second point, second step to go back to heaven. Okay, and to be an angel, because I'm talking about the way to be an angel today. Okay, all right, through this Kyoten book. Okay, so third point, please listen. Just 5 minutes.
In other words, I experienced several things. It's difficult to speak in short, but our real body is not a physical one. It's a spirit or a soul or in other words, just thinking. What you think is you yourself. You are what you think or what you have been thinking about. That's you. And your thought is yourself. Your thought is yourself, and your thought your mind, and your thought is your spirit. And if you want to know where you should go next, in the next life, you can see the conclusion in yourself. You are what you think about, what you thinking about. You are what you have been thinking about every day, 24 hours. People who think and act as Buddha or God are the existences near to Buddha or God. They are scheduled to sit down next to Buddha or il cantare. Today, just want to say that you are what you think you are, and thinking is a reality, and thinking is thinking with energy, or thinking energy itself is a soul itself, and you who live in this world should die in the near future, several years or 10 or 20 years later, or 30 years later. But you are plan to get another body. It is a light body. Light body. Light body means it's a body which made, which made from God's light, and it is itself shining. You should have these light bodies in the near future, and the people who are next to God or next to angels who have a lot of light with them, and these people have a tendency to save other people. To save other people means to love other people and to help other people and act as such love, act, do what they should do. These people are angels to be. You must choose this way. This is a success way to the.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is the way to success. Okay, so then third point, the way to be an angel. People who are next to God, next to angels, have a lot of light with them. These people have a tendency to save other people. To save other people means to love other people and help other people, to act such love and to do what they should do. These people are angels to be. You must choose this way. This is success way to heaven. All right. So this is very difficult because the desire and the emotion does have very big power. So that's why it is difficult to run away from them. But if you continue the religious spiritual training, you can do it. This is conclusion. People are angel to be. You must choose this way. Yeah, because this world becomes like a technology now, as you know. There increases number of people who becomes materialistic and also atheist. That's why we need more angels. So that's why Master Okawa says, people who are next to God, next to angels, have a lot of light with them. These people have tendency to save other people. So I expect you to do it. And then this is the order from Elcantara, Master Okawa. Love conquer any darkness. Without weapon, we can do it. Then, point number 4, I'd like to tell you. Teach people that they are right.
Another people who have bad tendency and as binded people who attach to the values of this earth only miserable future, have miserable future indeed. They attach, for example, they attach to the money. Now, money is not money. It's just the account at the bank and number only, but they attach to their money, and they attach to their house, or they attach to their family only. So when they leave this world, they cannot understand where they are and who they are and what they should be. So they attach to their company or their family or their fame or title or titles or monies. But this us-binded people or us-oriented people, this tendency of mind itself is the essence of the hell. Hell is made up from the earthly desires of a lot of people, millions of people, or more than that. They are thinking only about this world's life only. So we must teach them the reality of life and how they should be. Just combat their mind. Just teach them. Please convey this truth to them in Japan and in all over the world. And this is a mission. This is a mission of happiness.
Okay, thank you. This is a mission of the happy science.
Yeah.
Then I dare tell you why you should not have such kind of mindset like us binded or us bound and or us oriented mind, because that leads you to be animal. So you lose dignity as humankind. What is the dignity of humankind? What do you think? Dignity of humankind comes from What do you think?
Comes from divine nature.
Of course. Divine nature has.
Love.
Yes. Love others. Only humankind can love others without expecting anything in return. Yes. That is the truth. That is the dignity of humankind. If you think of only survival in this world to keep your body senses, I don't say, or Masa Okawa doesn't say at all, like this body sense is like, not important, something like that.
Yeah.
We didn't say like that. This body sense is also very important to train yourself, to keep your life. But this is not aim. I dare tell you, these bodily senses are just a means to live this world. This world is a training ground for your soul. And then reason why we came here from heavenly world, reincarnated repeatedly, because we like to get more virtue and wisdom from your experience. That's why we are here. So, but some people misunderstood this world is the real world. Then another world or spirit world is just a mythology, like that. And then they become like animals who always think of surviving. People who are looking for the only money, and then they think that money is a result, something like that. Then they can become like same as dog or cat. They like looking for some food in the dust, something like that. Okay, beans. So that's why this is very important. Not be animal. From the viewpoint of the truth, humankind have to become like an animal. And also another point, money, title, those are results. We don't deny it. Yes, if you work hard, got great money, and become rich, wealthy, and get title, those are great. I praise you, and I admit you, I admire you. But those money titles, those are the just results, not aim. Okay. If you work hard, money title follow you. That's it. Okay. Don't please be careful about it. We don't deny it, but we need to recognize those are just results. So we must teach them the reality of life and how they should be, because they are in the illusion. The money title is not the result. These are the aim itself, something like that. So, but even if they got like billions, trillions, that guarantee you to be happy, I don't think so. Okay, because there are many like richer people who going to the psychologist every day because of depression.
Yeah.
Right? This shows clearly money cannot guarantee you to be happy, but how to control, how to manage your mindset, guarantee. So just combat their minds, just teach them, please convey this truth to them. This is a mission of happy science. Okay, please ask yourself again, why and how? That is the next question. How to change their minds? How to lead them to the truth? Okay, that is the fifth point I will show you.
Please listen to me carefully. My disciples, listen to me carefully. Fulfilling the mission of light from now on. Do, act, love, give. What you think goodness from heaven that is the mission of you. The conclusion is one. There is another world. There are souls. There are gods for every regions. And there is a Kantara, the higher God, highest God of the gods. It's a Kantara, the earth, the God guarding this earth. And you are learning the lecture of a Kantara. So you have mission to spread this teaching. Okay? This is today's lecture beyond this part. There are a lot of secrets about the other ones, but in another day, I will teach you more than this lecture. This is just a guidance. So today's teaching is beyond this world. And you must stand up on your legs, and you yourself can teach other people by easy words this truth of Buddha every day, everywhere, from now on. That is my hope. That is my desire. That is what I ask you. Okay. This is a conclusion of this lecture.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes. If you see the world in the very confusion, right? And there are many people. There increased the number of people who believe in the materialism or atheism, and then almost all people seems like going to be like an animal who think of only survival. And then we think that even the situation of corona is a warning from heaven. So then we need to think of that. So Master Okawa teaches us these facts for us. Then again, conclusion of this totem book is here. Leave the value of this world. I mean, earthbound or like earth-oriented way of thinking is not great at all. All right. So that makes a lot of attachment. So that's why those people becomes unhappy. This is what we need to think of that. Leave the value of this world. Think of others' happiness instead of your world. That is the power to leave this world like rocket. Yes, fundamental rocket. Okay. So think of others. If you have a habit this way of thinking of others first, then that becomes like a power to launch the rocket to the heaven. This needs a big power, but you can do it. Okay, because you have divine nature within. Just make your divine nature within wake up. That is a gasoline. All right, and then aim to be an angel instead of being an animal. Now we are at the turning point, whether we are animal or angels, which has dignity inside. Dignity means the power to love others without expecting anything in return. So stop materialism and atheism. Stop conflicts between religions. Create the age of spirituality. This is the aim for us. So stop materialism and atheism. You can understand now.
Yeah.
And conflicts between religions. Because even the religions, sometimes some religious people, we admire Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, everything. But some religious people, disciples of Jesus Christ, disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha, sometimes said, if you believe in only this person, you can go back to heaven, something like that. That's not true. Okay, so also clear that. That's why we'd like to tell you, only condition to go back to heaven is whether you have loving mindset or not. That is the only condition. So we can provide you how to train your loving mindset, how to make your divine nature within awake. That is, we can provide. Today, just for beginners, I talked about the very basic idea about how to go back to heaven, how to be an angel. So that's why I didn't tell you the details, but if you expect the details, please come again. I will have every Sunday or Tuesday have a specific idea how to train yourself. And also, I do the self-counseling for you, spiritual and also like a specific way, okay? And also create an age of spirituality. Now we need to recognize humankind face up to the crisis, but this is a great chance to change civilization itself. We call it Elkantine civilization. So this is the conclusion of today. Then so what do you think? Can you answer why people need to believe in God, Buddha, and angels?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So and then after 10 minutes, we have like a discussion, a Q&A session. If you have time, please join it, and then I can answer anything from you. Okay. Now, thank you very much for joining today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. And also. Anthony. Yes. Anthony. Thank you very much for joining. How's today?
I'm good.
You understand totally?
Yes.
At all?
Not entirely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You are kind of like a spiritual person, right?
I'm a yogi
You must
teacher,
be.
so
Yeah,
Yeah.
that explains.
If you are kind of this kind of sutra, we call it. And then
Sutra.
you can
Yes.
join yourself, okay?
Yes.
And if so, just join as member, but no obligation at all. Okay? And then all of them can have this one, and then just pick it and give your name and address. Okay? Right. Thank you. I will give it to you. Okay. And we will have a discussion session from 440. 440.
440.
440. Now 430. Okay.
Because I'm like, I thought it was like long. I know, just a
Hello. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
I know, exactly, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's trying to find.